morning, folks. Captain Awesomeoh here from CaptainAwesomeoh, and I'd like to tell you guys a story. This actually did happen, and it's kind of creepy. I will be telling the truth the entire time. I'm not going to embellish anything. Just something that I want to share with you guys. So, when I was younger, I was asleep one night, and I was off in dreamland, dreaming of all the awesome things that Awesomeoh dreams of, because they're awesome. And for some reason, I remember waking up absolutely terrified, just out of a cold sleep, just terrified. So I am telling the truth, and I'm not making that outlandish of a claim right now. All I'm saying at this point is that I woke up terrified one night. So unless you're some really nutjob conspiracy theorist, typically people are going to believe me at this point. There's nothing outrageous in my claim yet as far as the story goes. Let's go on to tell you what else happened after I woke up. This is where it gets a little trippy. Still telling the truth. So the first thing I realized is that I was literally paralyzed. I could not move. You could say that I was scared stiff, but I honestly could not move. It was a very scary feeling. What happened next? Here's where things get a little hard to believe. So I start looking around my room, and I realize that my bed is surrounded by probably about 5 shadowy figures. And combine that with not being able to move, I didn't know what to think. Were these ghosts? Was I being abducted? Is this some sort of trick? I mean, didn't know what to make of it. My senses at the time were just in a whirlwind. Didn't know how to handle the situation, so I hid back under the covers, and I just sat there and waited for what seemed like forever until I managed to pucker up the courage and call out for Mommy and do what all kids do, call for Mommy. Of course, Mom came crashing in and turned on the lights, and immediately I was able to wiggle around again and be a kid. And I explained to her what happened. She looked in the closet, she looked under the bed, she looked in my toy chest, she looked in my pile of mess that I had in the corner. There were no shadowy figures or monsters or ghosts or goblins, none of that. And she assured me nothing was there, going through the whole mom rhetoric. Put me back to bed, and I was able to sleep sort of comfortably throughout the rest of the night. Now, I was still telling the truth, though. She said that I was probably having a bad dream, but I wasn't having a dream. I was wide awake. Very, very wide awake. So I went to the library, because this was before the days of the interwebs. And turns out I'm still telling the truth. I did experience what I experienced. However, it's not true in the sense where there were people standing around my bed or aliens, whatever. Turns out I was having what was called a hypnopompic dream or hallucination. Very interesting phenomena. I suggest you all look up into it. I will put it in the description. So, again, it's kind of relative, isn't it? It's subjective, the truth. What I said wasn't true. There was clearly nothing wrong with my bed, but I experienced what I experienced. So it is truth to me, but it is not true to reality in the sense where there are things standing around my bed. So, yeah. And you could apply the same thing towards people who apparently have God claims. Not to say that they're having hypnopompic dreams, but how the brain can kind of fool you a little bit. The brain does that. As Lenatar says, we are fooled every day by certain things. So that's it. Like, subscribe, keep LOLing. Awesomeoh out.